Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm just showing you this new cuticle bit. It is called a mini Skiver and it is from Atwood Industries, and I'm just showing you me using this on the cuticle area. I purchased this from Petra's group, the same place where I ordered my Twister DT from, a Twister Mini, sorry, extractor fan, and I just want to say that this drill piece is just amazing. Look at it cut through all that dead skin on the nail plate, and it is super gentle, and this is all the stuff we want to be getting off of that nail plate. You don't want to leave any of this on. The next stage of my prep is taking my super fine sanding band on a large barrel head, and I will gently tickle this over the nail plate. I'm not applying any pressure, and this is exactly the same as if I was to be using a hand file. That, you know, it's not the tools that do the damage, it is the people using them that do the damage. I will then take my hand file and shape the free edge so I can get a nice fit with my forms. Taking these crystal nail forms, because these were the ones that I had to hand, and I'm just securing the underneath tabs, ripping it open, and then just placing it securely under that free edge so there is no gaps and it is completely flush. And you don't want any steps either, because if you have steps in your form, that is your platform, so you are just going to give yourself product malfunction breakdowns, because it's not a flush secure join. It's really important about forming nails is to make sure your forms are fitted correctly. And then go ahead and dehydrate the nails again, and I'll go in and place a first coat of primer, and if I feel that the primer is dried by the time I get to the acrylic application, I will just go ahead and apply another coat of the acid bond. So what I'm going to do is just build a clear layer and platform on all of the nails, and then I will pinch, and then we will come back to design. When you were creating this is just for ease. I do the clear base because you can easily change the design when your client comes back for a redesign. You've always got that protection underneath the nails. It's not always necessary, you don't have to do it, but rather than just having to worry about covering certain colours, especially when you are using all acrylic as well, it sometimes can be difficult. Like say we're going in with a dark blue, and then next time my client wants to go nude, it's going to be really difficult to cover. So this is why I do this clear layer underneath. I'm also going to make sure that I get my pinch in on this clear layer, so that when we do our design work, we don't have to worry about pinching or setting times of the acrylic. Again, you want to keep this super thin because you don't want to end up with severely bulky nails. So now I'm going to go in, and I'm going to go straight in with the Sapphire. This is from CJP and it is from the Stacie Richardson collection. It's she has two colours out, and this one is called Sapphire, and it is just a stunning blue. It is so gorgeous. She also has a black diamonds as well, because she's a little bit dark, but we love her. And these are from her kind of collections, and they will be on the CJP website. I'm then going to go in with some glitter and just place it at the little corner area, and this is just a silver mix of my own that I made a while ago. And then I'm going to go in with Miss Lucy's denim matte multicut and just place that down in a horizontal slanty line. I'm then going in on the ring finger, and we are doing a smile line. So I'm taking my first bead, draining the liquid out of the back, making sure it's quite dry to work with. I will place it like backwards on the nail, and then I will make sure that the bit on the nail plate that I blend in, so that we haven't got to worry about covering that with our next bead. It's all nice and blended and flush. And then just gently pulling that acrylic down into a nice crisp smile line, trying to keep it nice with my brush, and I'm making sure I'm not swiping into it with my brush either, because then we're going to put indentations in that smile line and it won't be as crisp as we want it to be. So the cuticle area, I place it at the cuticle area and allow it to flow, and then I will just push that into the cuticle with my tip of the brush, bringing the rest of the product down with the belly of my brush, trying to keep it all flat and even shaped, and then I will just allow that to set before I move on and file the smile line. So on the middle finger I'm just taking Sapphire and I'm creating like an ombre, and then I will apply Birthday Suit from the nail bed area upwards, and then I'm just going to apply some glitter. The glitter that I'm using here is also from Miss Lucy, and this is her multicut light blue holo. It's just gorgeous. And I'm just placing it on the nail, kind of trying to make it like a swirly pattern. There was no kind of method to this. Again, it was just a wing in the design. And then I'm going to go back and I'll take my file and I'm going to push it up to the smile line and file it nice and crisp, so that when we put our next colour up to it, we're going to have that nice crisp smile line. And I'm just going to go in with a sapphire tip on this nail. So on the index finger I'm just going straight in with Denim, and this is a matte multi-cut, and again from Miss Lucy's, and I'm just placing it at the cuticle area, blending it up and keeping a slight bit of that free edge clear. I think that look is really in at the minute and I absolutely love doing it. It's just so classy. And then I will go back and cap the nails. So the encapsulation process is always the same. Place it at the cuticle area, swipe one side down the nail, come back, patting it, walking it from side to side, making sure you're covering all of your glitter and right down to the free edge, making sure you're building your apex, making sure the nail is thick enough and strong enough and that you're not over bulking that tip. Patting it all into position, trying to keep it all neat, and then I'll go in and just cap the tip of this. The powder that I use is actually a strength powder and doesn't need capping, but I like to use them slightly different anyway, just so I'm not using so much of the coloured acrylics. So I will always do like a thin layer underneath and sandwich the colour in between the clear. Once I was happy, I then filed, shaped and buffed all of the nails, and I'm going in with CJP Tack Free Top Coat, and I will apply a thin coat of this onto all of the nails. I will then get my client to place her hand in the lamp and cure that for 60 seconds, and I will always allow it to cool down. Before, as you know, I've told you many times, if you don't allow it to cool down and you go in with your oil, you're going to dull your top coat. Make sure you're going in and replenishing all the nutrients that we have dehydrated out prior to acrylic application, and then that will be the finished service. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do. I love you all and I'll see you soon. Bye.